Hi, all you beautiful souls. Taryn here. Lovely to see you all. So I've had some questions. If you've joined the HeartWay group, you get a download of a free energy calendar. And if you've got that, this video is to describe how to use that. If you haven't got it yet, you're welcome to sign up. Join the group. You'll get a free energy calendar every month, and you can get it there. So the link is down below. So the energy calendar is something that is intended to support you with the energetic frequencies on Earth and to use it as a planning and a reflection tool. As a starting point, let me explain. I'm an energy intuitive, I'm a channel, I am a healer. I am not a numerologist, and there are many people much more brilliant than me with numerology. But I am a fan of energy and I am a fan of synchronicity. And I do know numbers hold a certain way of guiding us through the consciousness on Earth. And so the energy calendar is here to show you energetic opportunities and frequencies. If you're wanting to look at numerology and get your personal numbers, your personal numerology, then there are many ways to do that. There are many tools online, and there are many, as I said, brilliant people to connect with. The energy calendar is more about the collective consciousness, and it's giving you an opportunity to understand what's available in the frequency of the blueprint on Earth at this point in time. The energy calendar is a way of noticing patterns, I guess, in your life. And so, as I said, you can use the energy calendar for planning and for reflecting. And I'm going to take you through the energy calendar now, show you it in a little bit more detail, and then give you a little bit more tools around it. The way that I use the energy calendar is it is my screensaver on my computer. And so whenever I'm doing anything, I check it out and have a look at what's going on that day, and how does that impact me as I'm doing the work that I'm doing in the world. So let me share my screen here. I'm going to share my iPad. So just give me a minute as it all just connects together. There we go. Just a couple step process. There we go. And so you'll see here the energy calendar, that this is what it looks like for January 2022. Every month we'll have the HeartWay card of the month. So the HeartWay, for those of you that are following the HeartWay journey or have bought the HeartWay journal, know that there's a card that governs the frequency for that month. So for January, we've got the Be Brave card. So you'll see that card there. We are in a universal 6 year. So you'll see that here. Let me show you. So there's the cards. You'll see here the universal 6 year. Why is it not drawing? The 6 year that we're in there. That is simply 2022 is 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 is a 6 year. If you're joining Soul Compass, or if you're part of any of the HeartWay journey, you would have heard me talking about the 6 year is an invitation for dropping into your heart and healing. It is all about the divine feminine. It is all about recovering and releasing and also healing all that has happened in the past few years. So we will see throughout the year, there will be a universal 6 year. Now, what that means is that any day in the month that is a 6th day, so you'll see any day in the month that is a 6th day, that becomes a higher frequency day for healing. So you will see that there is a little star that is placed on high frequency days on the calendar, and that's to help you notice it. So that's the first thing that we can see in the calendar, is that we can look at this amplification of energy between the 6th of the universal year and then the 6th of the day and in the calendar. I'll explain a little bit more of how we get to that now. So let me get rid of all these markings so we can just keep this a little cleaner. So then we also have, what is this universal month about? So the universal month is simply taking it as January. So it's January 01, yeah, plus the universal year of 6. So we get a universal month of 7. As I said, this is not the deep numerology of doing your personal numbers. This is energetic frequencies. These are like the broad strokes that are really useful to understand. And so we can start to see in a 7-year, what does that mean? I have included a document in this email that you can download that gives you a little bit more information around what each of these numbers are about. It refers to it as a 7-year, 6-year, 5-year, but you can interpret that energy for the days as well. You will see on the calendar that on each day, so let's look at the 1st of January, we'll start here. The 1st of January is a 5-day energetically. And on a 5-day energetically, these are the key words. Let's just get rid of that. Those are the key words that describe the frequency of energy. So a 5 day is a day about freedom, change, transformation, resourcefulness. So let's have a squiz about how could I use that. So if I am planning my day for the 1st, and I see it's a 5 energy, I could meditate on the idea of freedom, or what needs to change, or how do I embrace transformation in my life? Where do I need to be more resourceful? So I could meditate on that. If I'm wanting to put in any activities for my day, I could look at what resources do I need? And when I'm needing to change something, maybe a 5 day is a good day for me to do that, changing a habit. So instead of starting everything on a Monday, maybe the 5 days is a great day for me to start a new habit, a new process, something like that. Now, as with anything energetic, please don't abdicate choice and responsibility to the calendar. This is there as a tool, a support, not fact, and not something to release the responsibility of your life to. But it does guide you and give you some additional information. So if I'm wanting to look at launching a new project and I'm wanting to put that out in the world, well, maybe then a 1 day is a good day for me to do that. It's about beginnings, creations, rebirthing, setting intentions. 1 day is great for strategy planning, for putting together sort of the ideas of what I'm wanting to manifest in the world. So we can start to see, as we look through each of the days, the 1 day being about beginnings, rebirth. 2s are a great day for relationships. So these are great days to have meetings with new partners, or to schedule team meetings. That sort of thing that we can do, especially if it's an important thing that we're needing to do. 3 days are all about integration. What do I need to bring together? Where is there the need for more fun and harmony? Great day for inspiration. What inspires me today? So we can start to see each day gives us a little bit of a flavor, a little bit of a way of being in the world. So we can continue going through it. A 4 is about practicality. 4s is all about hard work, taking action. So if there's something I'm procrastinating on, something I'm not doing, how do I use a 4 day to help me get going, make things happen? I've spoken about the 5 day, about freedom. We get the 6 day, which is there. We see it land with the 6th universal year, unconditional love, balance, and harmony. A great day for meditating. If you're the kind of person who only meditates every now and again, I would really recommend a 6 day for meditating if you're wanting to connect with your intuition and the divinity within you. So a 7 day is all about spiritual connection and manifestation. This is a great day to, do your bank statements and put things out in the world and make your list of what you want and really be clear about what it is that you want. It's a great day for clarity, is a 7 day. An 8 day is all again about integration, but integration in an external way. So where we see the 3 is integration in an internal way, integration in an external way, making things come alive, putting things out, making it very, very practical. So whilst a 1 day might be a day to put something out in the world or start to create something, an 8 day is an amplification of that. So if I send out an email on a 1 day, maybe on an 8 day, I want to send out a reminder around it. And then we've got a 9 day, which is a day of reflection. It's releasing anything that's no longer serving, closing off anything, but also about being very aligned with your purpose and your destiny. So each of these starts to give you some clues. We can see that we also have the new moon and the full moon, which are energetic frequencies in itself. And so we start to see those as high frequency days as well. You'll see some other numbers on here that we can talk about. And those are called the master numbers. In numerology, 11, 22, 33, and 44 are master numbers. They are numbers that bring with them huge frequency. So we can see here there's a 22-4 day. So when you add up the day, it adds to 22. When we collapse it, the 2 plus 2 becomes 4, but that is known as a 22-4 day. 22 is about mysticism. 33 is about teaching. 44 is about alchemy. And 11 is about amplification. So we've got anything that's got an 11-2 day, we've got an amplification. A 22 day, we've got a mystical day. A 33 day, we've got a teaching day. And a 44 day, we've got an alchemy day. I am simplifying it quite a lot, but I really, what I'm going to invite you to use the calendar for next is to learn about yourself on these days. So you will see each of those days, it's got those numbers, has a higher, it has the star for the higher frequency days. Through the year, I will put on equinoxes and, all the other sort of things. I don't put in all the Mercury retrogrades and all the retrogrades and all those things and the portals. You're welcome to add that onto your calendar as you would like to, because you can print this out and add whatever it is. You can look at birthdays and look at what are the dates that are best to do things around that. The best way to use the energy calendar is a reflection tool. So I've been talking about it as a planning tool so far, but a really, really powerful thing to do is to sit at the end of the day and reflect on your day and start noticing what happened today and then correlate it back to the numbers. In this way, what you will do, if you do this over and over enough, you'll start to see the patterns of what these numbers mean for you. In the same way as I'm not a fan of saying full moon means the following for every human being on the planet. Some people love full moon. Some people hate full moon. But some people find full moon a great time for creation. Some people find full moon a great time for release. You have a frequency that energetically aligns with this. And when you use this as a reflection tool, you can start to see the patterns of typically what your energy is like and how you move through the world. And that will give you such a profound amount of information on how you can move forward in the world. Lastly, you'll see in just the HeartWay session is on the second Tuesday of every month. So because you're part of the HeartWay group, if you're wanting to join the HeartWay sessions, it is in the calendar for you, but feel free to add whatever else it is that you would like to add into it. So there you have it. Let me stop sharing the screen here. Come back to this. So there you have a little bit more information around what these numbers are all about. I hope that helps you, and I hope the energy calendar is a tool that brings you great joy in your life. Lots of love. Namaste.